It is Monday. It's about 6 p.m. I've been really shit at picking up the camera today. It's just been a busy one with work, but when are they not these days? It just is what it is. But I decided to crack on this morning because I was actually a little bit later back from the gym and ended up falling straight into work. However, I have been good today. I went out for a walk with Andy and Mags at lunchtime and had that little break, which I can sometimes fall into the habit of not taking, and I'm starting to get myself back on track with little well-being things that have slipped a little. Not only does it get me out in the daylight, it means I have less to do at night. And when Andy and I do go out on a walk together, like, I'm not on my phone. I'm not, like, he has my full attention. Not that I sit on my phone at home, but it makes the walk slightly different, because if I'm out on a walk, I might be listening to something, I might be watching and scrolling as I'm walking, and it was another, half an hour, 40 minutes with a little less screen time today, which I think is going to do me the world of good. I'm going to try and cut down on that, because that's just really good for everyone, isn't it? As much as I document my life and spend a lot of time doing bits for Instagram, which I've fallen out of love with recently. If you follow me, you'll realise that I haven't posted a good post for a little while. Not for any other reason than I'm fucking bored of my own updates. I'm bored of my own updates. There's nothing to say. And I know that's really bad. I said that I would document my entire off season, but I kind of have. I've just done it on YouTube. It's only like another 2 weeks anyway, so it's not really all that bad. And in the grand scheme of things, Instagram doesn't matter. So don't know why I'm even mentioning it. Anyway, I trained upper this morning. I was limited on time and I need to stop that. We've turned the heating up in the house this morning because I really struggled to get out of bed. Bed was toasty warm, room not so much. The weather has got a lot colder overnight and we're in for a real cold snap. There's a yellow weather warning out today for snow, so it has got colder. Getting up, the idea of getting up and cracking on was not as inviting as it normally would be. So I'm going to make sure that I wind down well tonight, enough to get myself up reasonable in the morning, get my head down reasonable, because I've not forgotten that, only a little over a week ago was I in a position where I was super stressed and was in a very bad place and wondering what the hell was happening. And I'll never know whether it was a stress response, but if it is, stress doesn't go away just like that. And I need to make sure that I'm looking after my recovery and stuff and going to sleep at a decent time, making sure I'm just being optimal, baby. So yeah, that's the update. One thing that I have done today as well, you can tell I trained shoulders this morning. I'm actually really struggling to hold the camera up, which is a good thing. Not for you, but for me. One thing I did do today is I chucked about 1 kilo of chicken in the slow cooker to shred it. By the time I get back, it should be done and I'll show you what I'm working with. And that is what I'm left with. I have labelled it with my name just so that Andy doesn't give it to the dog. It looks pretty gross, but it's very tasty. Oh, what's that? What's this? Maggie, what's this? What's this? What's that? Maggie, come on. Maggie. It's Tuesday. Just making sure I'm on mute because I'm actually on a meeting. This is a meeting that's very much a listen, we're not really contributing So I figured, why not work smarter, not harder, get some steps in while I'm on it, because it's for an hour. So I might be able to see how much I can do, whether I can get them all done before 12, because if that can happen every other Tuesday, that'd be great. And yeah, just a little bit of food for thought on how to fit things into your day. This is the first time that I've done this since COVID, or I think it might have been the Queen's death. I thought it'd be a good idea to try and make my time go that little bit further and be super duper multitasking. I just got back from that walk and I've done about 8,000 steps. Oh no, 700, which, considering I would normally spend that meeting sat on my arse, I'm really pleased with, and will continue to do as long as I possibly can. And if I can spot a meeting where I'm not going to be contributing but I'm going to be listening, they're few and far between, but those certainly occur every other week on a Tuesday for an hour. So it's a good shout for me to be able to do that. I've still got a few more to do and I'll do them later, but I'll do them walking Maggie in the snow and showing her the snow, which will be really nice, and it won't take over my evening trying to get them done. So I'm really pleased with myself for that one. I'm just about to try my shredded chicken in a wrap, which should be good. I feel like it's just going to feel like it goes a lot further, even if it actually, obviously it doesn't in terms of weight, but it'll just be better. I trained quads and delts this morning. It was the first time I'd got back to training legs after my A&E incident, whatever you want to call it, and it was all right. It wasn't anything special, but I do feel exhausted from it. Like, I do feel it in my muscles in terms of DOMs and stuff. So I'm very pleased with myself in that respect. Could I have done with some more time? Yes. Will I be making some more time in the coming weeks? Also yes, because needs must, baby. But I did feel well rested last night. I went to bed reasonable, even though I got up a little bit late. I'm trying to balance that out at the minute. My body is telling me that it wants an extra half an hour in bed and I can still get a decent training session in. I'm trying to help it whilst I'm still in this sensitive state from last week. I can't keep doing that, but at the minute I feel like I could benefit from it. Add in some Prozie's teriyaki sauce. Still really enjoying these. Got the barbecue one on the go as well. I've still got a curry ketchup, a tomato ketchup with spices, remember, and a Caesar dressing. That actually, why did I not see that coming? Why? In terms of volume, that would normally be like 6 little chunks, but actually I can pack that quite well. It tastes really good. One thing with that is that it is so juicy because the chicken lets out the water and then it just sits in all of the seasonings that you've put in it, which is lush. So yeah, I think I'm on to a winner. Hello, it's Wednesday. It's 7:10 on Wednesday. I haven't picked up the camera once today. I got to work late because the traffic was so bad in the snow. Even though there wasn't a load of snow on the roads, traffic was still bad because people can't drive. And then I got to work was mental. I went out on my lunch with a colleague and we were chatting, so I didn't film any thoughts and feelings there. And it's just taken me an hour and 40 minutes to get home. Well, I say home, to get to the gym, to do my cardio. I don't know why. I don't know why, because there wasn't even an accident. It was just really busy. And I've got a headache because I've been in the office for the first time in a couple of weeks and the lights just, that first day gives me a huge headache. So, I'm going to get in, get this cardio done, probably do a food shop and then go home to my dog and then walk the dog and then probably fall asleep on the sofa at this rate. And write my check-in. I need to write my check-in. How am I feeling about my check-in? I've had an interesting week with my cycle. It's been the heaviest that I've had since I would say I was about 15. I think I've said that before, but obviously I've trumped it this time. And I've been spotting throughout. I thought it had finished on Saturday, late into Saturday. Then Sunday night had some spotting, and yesterday and today had a little bit of spotting. That is not like me. Not like me. I don't know whether I've got some impacts of some stress in there. I'm not sure, but I'm a bit concerned that my body is not in the best place to start prep. However, I won't know until I know. All I can do is try and rest and recover as much as possible, sort out some of the stressors and get to some of the stressors and look after them. And when I'm on prep, I do seem to just push through and tackle everything, and I'm a lot more focused, and I think I really, really need that. I am excited for it. I keep getting excited for it, which tells me it's a good thing. It's something to look forward to. It's something positive, which is good. But I've also made some waves at work today trying to sort out a new chair, which sounds really sad, but sorting out a new chair for work and at home, because I don't think my display setup at home and at work and how I'm working is helping my nerve and my hip flexor. So yeah, positive steps for some of the things that I've got going on. I think trying to help things out a little bit. Overall, I'm feeling really good. I just wish it hadn't taken me so long to get home, but off I go happily to the Stairmaster. Good morning, it's Thursday. I've sent my check-in off this morning. I am about 85.2 kilos, so up on last week. As expected, I was certainly down on food the week before when I was practically dead for at least 3 of those days. No massive expectations from this check-in. I think it's just going to be a keep doing whatever the fuck you're doing, basically, but we'll see. It's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to go in and kick the day off. I think it's a busy one. When is it? Not at the moment. I'm quite tired, but I did manage to get up a lot easier today than I did the day before. I think the earlier nights are starting to help me out. I've cracked my lip with the cold, so I need to keep on top of my lip oil today because that feels bad, man. We are just out on our evening walk in our matching coats. Do you remember when this didn't fit her a few weeks ago? Well, it does now. Fucking hell. The Vinted obsession continues. It just continues in the form of dog clothes. Good morning. It is Friday. It is early. Didn't jump back on the camera last night. Oh my God, can my car calm down? I didn't jump back on camera last night. I left work late. I came home. I walked the dog. And I collapsed. I had to get my food ready for today because I can't remember whether I even mentioned it earlier on in the vlog, but I've had to be in the office 3 times this week, which is annoying, but it is what it is. It's just long. I'm delivering some training today, so I need to be there early. That starts at 9:30 and will probably run till like 3. There are good breaks in it though, which means I should be able to go out and get plenty of steps in so that I don't have as much to do later. The girls are still checking in as normal, so that's good. Feedback yesterday, this is why I feel like my off-season vlogs are just so boring, and appreciate every single one of you that kind of watches these every week, because I'm bored, and thank you for like continuing to comment and stuff like that, because it does really mean a lot, and I really enjoy doing this, but can't imagine sometimes how people enjoy watching them, because I'm just like same. And guess what? Same. So Amy is really happy how I've chucked myself up this week. I have reined in the like extra bits because prep is starting soon. Like, I've had a really clean week and feeling better for it as well, like up here and down in my digestion. So that's good. And we are just continuing on. Like, there is nothing to change at this point. Prep is probably a fortnight away, if that. My teeth look weird this morning. Yeah, I had a shitty night's sleep last night, and I'm here extremely early to get this in before work, so it wasn't my best. I have rinsed my hamstrings and it felt really good, because I haven't done that in some time since, you know, trying to recover and not feeling up to doing that on the Friday that I became ill. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've done any kind of hamstring work, but that felt really good, and I'm sure I'll feel it tomorrow. I am going to try and get a small training session in tomorrow before we head over to Manchester. The weather is supposed to be fucking terrible, as it usually is up north, so I'll battle with that in the morning when I can be asked. But for today, it's get to work, get this training done, jump online at 9 a.m. to try and get the world's best Christmas present for my dad. I say I can't even talk about it, because he'll probably watch this. I'm nervous, put it that way. It's a goodie. It is Saturday. Hiya. She's getting so big. You're getting big. Who's that? Yesterday I had a full day of training at work, which is not my usual Friday, and I was spent when I got home. I had to go out and do my steps, do my check-ins, look after the girls, see how they're getting on. Ow. And yeah, I came home, I did that, I ate because I didn't get a lunch break yesterday, so I had to catch up on my meals, and then yeah, I was so tired, and I knew I had to get up early this morning to get a session in before we had to go off to Manchester to see Andy's family. So I'm very tired. I will get back to filming my training whilst I've been building my intensity back up. I haven't had the time and wanted to focus, and two, it's just not been very interesting. Like genuinely, I haven't been lifting anything exciting or doing anything remotely exciting. This is happening in front of me, by the way. Got up early, cracked on, did a glute session. That's the first kind of like just glute session that I've done since I've been poorly, and it went all right. I was only in there for about an hour before I had to go and pick Andy up and then get back. Started packing to get everything ready for the weekend. I did pack most things last night. I just need to pack up like her stuff that I couldn't have packed last night because she was using it. So we're going to get on over to Manchester soon. Can't imagine the weather's going to be any better. I think this weekend is going to be extended birthday, obviously, so we'll have a nice meal. And we'll probably take her out for a walk, but it's going to be very chill. Nothing exciting, which is exactly what I need at the minute.
Your jaw must be aching.